Hello students, this is class 10 biology unit 1 basic biology dealing with genetics. Some basic fundamentals. In this lesson we will study some definitions, terms, Mendel's law of inheritance, sex-linked inheritance of diseases, monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So right from the beginning of the genetics we will study the most fascinating property of living organisms is their ability to reproduce. The organisms produced as a result of sexual reproduction are not identical to parents but show variations. Sexual reproduction not only increases the number but also creates variations within a species. So we will be looking for the definitions like heredity. Heredity, the transmission of genetically based characteristics from parents to offsprings or resemblances among individuals related by descent. So genetics deals with it is the study of various characteristics or traits and how they are inherited from one generation to the next. So the term variation says that differences that exist in the individuals of a species. So any of the different characters or the some different characters are appearing in the next generation of the offsprings, that it is saying as the variation. So we'll be looking for the character. Character, any recognizable feature in an individual, that is like color of the eyes or hair shape, eyebrows, tongue rolling, hand use, skin color, ear lobe, and lips, RH blood group. Under this color of the eyes are the again traits are saying that brown or blue color. Two variations. That means two alternate choices are there. Hair shape is curly or straight. Eyebrows heavy, bushy or thin. Hair on the middle joint of the fingers, that is growth or not growing. So this type of characters and the traits we can see in the one of the generation to the next generation which are inherited. And we will study some experiments experimented by Gregor Mendel, who is the father of genetics, that an Australian monk and father of genetics also. Gregor Mendel was born in peasant family. He had his early education in monastery and later he studied science and mathematics at the University of Vienna. He wanted to be a teacher but luck did not favor him and he failed in the examination of teaching certificate. But what he discovered later that has made him a teacher of teachers, and he experimented on the seven distinct traits of the garden pea, that is the one of the scientific name of the Pisum sativum, and Mendel selected garden pea as the flower of this plant are so structured that stamens and pistils are completely enclosed by petals and hence the flowers are normally self-pollinated, but at the same time the pea flowers could be easily cross-pollinated or hybridized by hand for experiments. It was done by removing the stamens before the pistil of the flower matured and then dusting the stigma of pistil with the pollens of the another desired pea plant. So now we will go. Chromosomes are the carriers of heredity. That is, as per the number and visual appearance of human chromosomes are arranged in pairs in order to their shape and size is known as karyotype. Then we will go for the chromosome number and they are existing in homologous pairs. Chromosome number is constant for the individuals of a species and each body cell of the species has the same number of chromosomes. Humans have 46 chromosomes and these 46 chromosomes are arranged in 23 pairs. So we can able to say that homologous pairs in which way they are arranging, they are always in even numbers. Chromosomes are even numbers and because they are always appearing in pairs, thus in humans 46 chromosomes are present in 23 pairs. The two chromosomes of each pair are similar in size, shape and are derived from each parent. That is, the identical chromosomes pairs are called homologous chromosomes and that particular all the number of 23 pairs of chromosomes is arrangement and the size and the shape is known as the karyotype. These chromosomes are mainly categorized into two categories. One is the autosomes, other one is the allosomes. Autosomes are 1 to 22 pairs of the chromosomes and last pair that is the last pair is known as the allosomes or sex chromosomes. Then 1 to 23, 1 to 22 has identical chromosomes, and these are categorized as autosomes. They are all that is symbolized are designated with the one of the symbol, that is the X. It is capital X, it is given. So they are appearing in pairs, so that we will say that each chromosome pair is giving as XX, double X. So that in female or male, 22 pairs of chromosomes are resembling with XXXX only. And the last pair in case of female, it is the XX, and in case of male, it is XY. So in case of male, it is 22XX and 1XY, that is male. And in case of female, 22XX and 1XX, that is female. So like this, the chromosomes are arranging. And this arrangement of all the 23 pairs of chromosomes according to their size and the shape and pairs, it is known as the karyotype. And this particular, based on this arrangement of the chromosomes, the sex of the child depends upon the kind of sperm that fertilizes the egg and is known as the sex determination. So now we will be looking for the term genes. Genes are the specific parts of a chromosome, that is the DNA segments present, which determine the hereditary characteristics. And alleles, we will be looking for another term that is called allele. An allele is a particular form of a gene. A gene may exist in various forms, that is the tallness or draftness, or that is the height of a person, the two alleles of genes, then because both are related to the height only. In a zygote and in each and every cell of a diploid organism are present two alleles of a trait, that is a pair of alleles. The alleles are located at the same spot, always known as the locus, on the same type of chromosome in all individuals of a species. So locus, the point of chromosome where an allele is located. So by allele means alternate characters must be present. If it is a height, then it is always depends upon it is the tallness and the draftness. If it is the color, then it is always depends on the which color it is, that is the red color or the white color or some of the bright color, or one is the pale color. So if it is a seed, then it depends upon the seed is a one of the rounded form, it is a complete one, or it is a wrinkled one. So these two characters are depending upon the either that character or this character. It will be two opting characters will be present in one particular pair, is known as the allele. So after that, we will be looking for some of the terms like homozygous, heterozygous, dominant, recessive, phenotype and genotype. So students, we will go with the term like dominant gene and recessive gene. Dominant means the super ruling allele of a gene. That is the example of this is tallness of a plant, pea plant we can say, any plant also we can say, color of the flower petal we can say. So dominating one means it is maximum it can be able to represent, and that particular character can be able to inherit very soon, that is the dominating. So all the dominating characters are to be represented with the capital letters, and all the recessive characters or suppressed allele of a gene, which one is there, that means suppressive character is always present but it cannot able to show, and this character is always masked by the dominating character. So the recessive character or suppressed character is always denoted with the same letter of the small letter. That is, suppose we are taking the tallness is the symbolizing with the capital T, the same T will be used here in the recessiveness of the height but in a small letter, so that immediately we can able to see that tall T for tall means a small t for draftness. So both are related to the height of a person, we can say, height of a plant also we can say. So like that, color of the petal or the red color, which one is the completely dominating, so it is denoted as the capital R because always chromosomes are pairing, and they are occurring in pairs, so that in the same time the white color which one is contrast to this, that is, it is very much pale and it is suppressed color, white color. It is also denoted with the r, but it is small r, so that we can able to say that these two are resembling the color of the petal. So this way we can able to symbolize our the experiments what are conducted by the Mendel. We will be looking for the symbolized characters on a our Punnett square. Then we will be seeing that homozygous and heterozygous. So homozygous and heterozygous both are the terms. That is, homozygous means the similar pair which one is having the same of the character. That means both the chromosomes are showing the same of the character. Suppose tallness we are looking to that, both are showing the same. If we are looking for the draftness, both are looking the same character. Or if we are looking for the color, then both are showing as the same of the red color. So heterozygous is says that is the mixed one. So heterozygous is having the dissimilar pair. Pair is not a similar one. Suppose it is giving as a height, then it can able to show like this. Tall and draftness both are present. Then if we will see the color of the petal, then we can say red and white color both are appearing. So one more example we can able to go for tongue rolling. Tongue rolling is also symbolized with R. So here, as per the term we are using tongue rolling, this is tongue rolling, both the cases are very much dominant, that is homozygous. If both are not rolling, then we will be looking for small r, and here it is giving us capital R, small r means it is a heterozygous, both the characters are embedded. But whenever these characters are inheriting to the offsprings, the dominating one is first it is showing. So when the characters are dominating, they will be represent, and the suppressive characters will be always masked by the dominating characters. Now we will be looking for the another one of the term, that is the phenotype and the genotype. Phenotype says that is the observable characteristics which are present and which are genetically controlled in a particular individual organism. That means we can able to see that observable characteristic features of a human, we can say that is the height, which is one of the observable character, and skin color, one is the observable character, and hair color, one of the observable character. So these all are observable characteristic features which are genetically controlled. And genotype says that a set of genes present in cells of an organism. The genotype characters are not visible to the eye, but they are present, just like a kindness, just like a angry, some characters of inner characters, some jealousiness. These are the things which are present, but it is not to be displayed. Those are called as present in the gene, set of genes. It is present in the cells of an organism. But gradually, if the phenotype we can able to understand properly, then we can able to go with the genotype. It is there, but we cannot able to express, and experimentally we cannot able to represent. So in our next video we will be looking for some more of the terms we will go through with the Mendel's 3 laws of inheritance, and what are they, how they are experimented, we will go through. Thank you, students.